Not as good as the picture looked. Wasn't that a cute picture that we were able to do? Let me go ahead and put it in back on. Sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't. Let everybody come on in. This is something that I learned how to do many odd years ago, and we actually did not have enough bean soup to go around to people in our church, so I'm making a couple of the people that I really felt probably wouldn't make the soup that may prefer this a little easier. And I have another little tidbit we're going to do to just enclose in there. Really cute little thing. This is a really cute little thing. So we're also going to gift our memberships tonight as well. Let you know all the supplies, but I've got bean soup to put together. Oh, I forgot to wear these. I was going to wear these to let you all see what I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Hi, Maddie. And I forgot to wear them when I came on. See, I said I'm a hot mess tonight. But I figure I'll wear them. Actually, that's a good thing to put underneath here. In case there's glue. Ready? Hi, everybody. A little holiday spirit. Wear them over my glasses. Gotta do some kind of cheers. It's been one of them days. Oops. This way I can kind of see through my glasses. I have to put this in the thumbnail. We'll gift memberships. Right? Hopefully you're feeling better. Yeah, doesn't it? I love it. I thought it was just fun. I needed a little fun tonight. One of them days, like I said. We all have kind of one of them days, don't we? They're fun. At least I can see through these. The flamingo glasses, I can't. They're all pink. So when I take them on, it's like, my goodness. All right, that should be set now. Okay, and let's do... Let's give some memberships away. Oh, I'm sorry, you're still hurting. They gave me antibiotics. I haven't taken them yet. We finally got that situated. It's a little bit of hot glue. It's dangling right in front of my face. There we go, sits right there. You know what I all found today at the Walmarts? Christmas tree coffee creamer. Yeah, I can't wait to try it. You love them Little Debbie's coffee creamers. Our Christmas trees, they have coffee creamer for the coffee lovers. Hi, Cruz. Put in #blessed if you'd like people to connect with your channel. We do this on the 1st and the 4th week of the month. I'm going to go ahead and do it tonight for the memberships. We'll give the rest away for the rest of the time. So let's see who it is. A little gift this Christmas week. See who's going to get it. Flow Farm, Mixed Adventures, Texas Ranger, Row Life, and Lydia all got memberships. So that's awesome. I love seeing that. But anyway, if you like, it was at the Walmarts, if you like coffee, they have the Little Debbie coffee creamer, if you love it. So, boy, that was neat, wasn't it? So we did 5 memberships gifted. Okay. Get on to my other one. So if I need to drop links, I can. All right, so what you're going to need for this project, and then I'll do this other stuff once we get this. The people that come in and can see it for the first time. You're going to need one of these funnels. Now, I found this at the Dollar Tree. So you'll need one of these styrofoam Christmas tree things. They cost like $1.75. You can use those nuggets, those little Christmas tree nuggets. I just got a big bag of these, the Starlight, the Peppermint Starlights. So forth. I'm only going to do 3 of these tonight. So I think, or 4. I'm going to leave 1 because I'm going to do a short on it sometime this week. But people can also see it through that way. But the reason why you're going to need these is because, and you can use the green ones too or a mixture, is because of the way these are wrapped, and you'll see why. So, you need that. And another thing, I wouldn't necessarily hand this to a child. You're going to need these little dress pins, okay? They're dressmaker pins, so you're going to need those. So I have a little container here so that I can drop them, and I'm not going to get them everywhere because I don't need to step on them. And this girl will find them. If they're on the floor, I'm going to find them, hands down. And we certainly don't want Mocha's to be stepping on them either, so that would hurt. So when my mom, if I can get into them, my goodness gracious. When my mom and dad were having their wedding anniversary, I made a bunch of these. Now the question is, can I get into them? I made a bunch of these trees. Hi, Hold. How are you? Hi, Lewis. How are you? Welcome on in. You can do hashtag. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there a container? Oh, there's maybe a container already. You do hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. They already come in a container. I didn't know. They come in one. I'm going to just, for safety reasons, put them in another one just in case I drop one. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that work. Anyway, I will drop you so you can see what I'm going to do in a minute. All right, drop you down a little bit more. So you need your tree, okay? And you need, unwrap it. And these make for, let me talk. Hi, Indigo. Hi, Praise. This makes for a very easy little craft. And I'll tell you why you need the ones that are kind of done. They're easier if they're done with the 2 twists on the top. So you're going to start from the bottom and go up. So you're going to start by putting this, the first wrap kind of here, and you're going to pick out a pin and you're going to just stab it. Okay, and then you're just going to wrap that around. Okay, pick up another pin, stab it. And you're going to do that all around. We'll probably just do one, but still. All around. Hi, Nancy. All around the tree. Okay? Yep. Come here. Okay? You're just gonna, you're building the peppermints up. Okay? And this makes for a nice decoration. If you're going to somebody's house, you want to take something. This makes for something really pretty for you to take. And you're just taking them and just putting one right after another. Okay. Now you see, you kind of have the bottom of the peppermint tree, or the bottom. And I didn't get ones that are very big. You can get bigger ones and make them really big, right? Okay. And we're going to do the next. Just keep going all the way around here. I think these cost $1.75 at the Dollar Tree. So you're just in the floral department. When I did these for my mom and dad's anniversary party, I put them on the tree, on the table as decoration, because they got married at Christmas. So then we got, they had their party sometime in And just, we had it on their anniversary date, which is December 27th. And so I did these, and I was working as a can't talk tonight, PBX operator, so I could be on the phone and make these things, and nobody would see me. And I was waiting for phone calls to come in on the hotel switchboard. And I'm telling you, I think I did about 20 of these, all for the decorations. My fingers were so sore from pinning all these little things. So you're just taking them around. You're gonna pin, and you're gonna take them and just put them down. So I'd be very careful. I wouldn't give these to small children because of the pins. I give them to adults, and that's who they're going to. Oops, no, that one's gonna go. The longer one, Josh still has a cough. He's getting better. He still has a cough. Mom's getting better. We're all on the road to recovery. I was hoping to record today, but it just didn't happen. Walmart took longer than I thought. And so I'll record the devotions, I promise, guys. So. I'm gonna reposition that because I don't know if it caught enough of the to be secure. And then when we go, and you'll need, of course, less and less. The first round is you'll need the most because it's the most, it's the widest part of the thing, but there's a trick to doing the next part up. So, and pay attention when you're doing this. You want this because you want this part to go on the bottom. So pick the longest wrap part. They have peppermints at Walmart, or no, not Walmart. This, and I did not find this in the holiday aisle. It was in the regular candy aisle. They had ones, but the ones that are like in a square wrapper, they just make it harder. You could do it. I've never done it with these trees. I've always used the ones that kind of had both ends. Okay. One more. Well, that one's not. An empty wrapper. Oops. I'm going to get this in one way or another. I'm going to have to push that in. I'm going to make it work. I'll pick this one up. Kind of got a... Okay. Just make sure those are pushed in, especially the ones on the bottom. Just go around. Make sure that they're pushed in really good, just to hold. No glue except for the top part. And you could really snazzy these things up more than we're even going to snazzy them up. Okay. Oops. Why are we not cooperating with me? Well, usually they cooperate. You may have to on some of these because for some reason they're popping. Just put an extra little thing. I mean, if you had to, you could put a little bit of glue, but for some reason these are doing a poppy. The things are popping on me. Just get them in. make sure you have the needle the correct way. You don't want the needles, not the needles, the pins that have the little heads. I mean, you could pick the red ones out, but you would need a lot more of those. I think I did kind of 2 on that one. I don't know if I need 2. Let's see if I can get by with 1. All right. So now you got the bottom, okay, done with the peppermints. Okay. Now, when you're going to do the second row, you want to kind of fill right in that little other section. You want to put in between. You want to start on the in between part. So you're going to kind of nestle these in so that you're going in between, really, the next part of it. So just find your place and stick them in. And we'll need less, of course, this time around than we did before. And then if you have to go and stick another pin in, like if you see one coming up and you need to, then just do it when you get done. Again, you're going to go in between, kind of in between those little bits. If you got the green ones, you could get the green foam trees to do this. This does not have to be perfect, guys. Oops. Well, actually, no. I forgot what I did. Go ahead and on this part, go ahead and pre-stab the bottom little part, because that will help you really kind of get into this little part that's kind of difficult. That would help. And then just push it on down. You may need a pencil or something if you need to. Of course, I got it way off track. It's okay. We can fix that. Okay. And then just pin it. Okay. And go ahead again, just because it'll be easier, pin in there and then stick it in this little section. And it makes it so much faster and easier to do it that way. Once you get these started, they don't really take that long. Okay, so we're just gonna keep pinning and talking and chatting and connecting and doing all the things we're supposed to do, guys. And I am trying very hard this year to, you know, get stuff out. I'm just really struggling this year. Just finding it a real struggle. And it's not you all, it's definitely absolutely me. And I appreciate everybody just letting me kind of do what I needed to do. A little bit of, you know, sometimes when people have lost somebody in the year, I already cried today about my dad. You know, sometimes you just, they have to kind of do Christmas differently a little bit. That's okay. I think understanding that they may handle Christmas differently, there may be things that trigger them, and let them just roll with it. Let them know you're going to be there for them to talk with and so forth. And I think, you know, this little bean on the way is it's wonderful, but it's bringing back my dad and my aunt. So appreciate everybody's understanding and just patience with this girl, because I've needed it this year. That's what community does. Yeah. Yeah, I've really struggled this Christmas. I just really have. And I'm excited, but I just miss people that can't be here. That's okay. I'm handling it. And
I don't think Patty would have made it up here in the snow.
no, she wouldn't. She would have found a way, though, but she was not a snow girl. She was a beach girl. That's for sure. So, and I have a really cute, talking about bean, I've got a really cute snowman that I'm going to do. I got the beans for it today, so I'll show it to you. I found one at Dollar Tree. So I'll show it to you tonight in case you guys want to get the supplies. But we're going to do it for Little Bean. It's a snowman, and we're going to make it for sure out of beans. And we're going to make it for Little Bean. Put it away, and it'll be Little Bean's first snowman. Yep. I'm finding it just, I'm kind of like, I'm getting through, but I'm just struggling. It's okay, I can struggle. We've got our church thing tomorrow, so I've got to make cookies. My mom will have to help me because I'm getting tired. Part of me that wants to take my antibiotics, part of me that doesn't. I'm not going to worry about it till tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get by it without. Hi, Foodie. Feeling the recent loss of my dad and my stepmom. I'm going through the same stuff right now, clearly. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I can't imagine. I did my grandmother's house, and that was enough, and that wasn't even in the holiday season. I can't even imagine that. And Vicki, our prayers certainly go out to you and your family. I couldn't even imagine it. It was difficult enough when we had to go through the process of doing it for my grandmother. My grandmother was still here. Madder than a hornet that we took her out of that place, her house, but she just couldn't. She needed to, you know, be in a place with us where we could help take care of her. That's for sure. Vicki, you've got exclamation point foodie you want to put in there for your channel. All my mods have their own little thing. So yours is explanation foodie. Okay. So, guys, can you see it growing? Right? Can you see it growing? And if you have to go back, like I said, if you notice that some of them are popping out, you may have to go back and put in you know, an extra pin here and there. So now we're going to go up on the next one. Oops, I have 2 pins. So like I said, these are really easy, simple trees to put together. They come up quickly. Like I said, we had a couple people in our church. I've got the soup mix that we put together right here, but I didn't have enough soup mix. And, oops. Soup mix, because we got the Holiday Connection soup mix. And this recipe you can print off on our merch store. I think it's like $3 to purchase it, but then you have it. You can name your own soup if you want. But that bean soup, and there's a couple people in our church that are just not going to make the bean soup. Like, I know my daughter won't. She'll look at me and say, "Mom, can you do it?" She loves my mom's black bean soup. That's her jam. She loved my grandmother's pea soup too, but I could never get it to right temp or the right. We tried, but I should have watched her make it, and I didn't. So just, you know, go around and you're just going to go around to the top. And then we're going to decorate it just a little bit. Not fancy-dancy, but a little bit. But I sat and made a lot of these, and they were taller trees than this. You're just going around. So Mocha, because of the weather, our lady hasn't been able to come. I mean, there was whiteout conditions yesterday up here. And so she was able to come today. She about jumped out of her skin. And I'm going to do a live tomorrow. I really felt the calling to kind of do it. I got to put it up. I got to do a thumbnail for it. We're going to talk about autism and holidays, because I found an article on, actually it was parenting. It was autism parenting or something like that. And really about kind of getting through the holidays as a parent with autism, but maybe you'll have somebody coming to your home that's autistic and, you know, their child or something. And it kind of inspired me because there was a reel on Facebook, and there was a pastor, and this pastor, the child was autistic, and it went behind the pastor what was talking. The pastor's like, see that little boy? Well, he has a very special place in my heart. And he said, if anybody has a problem with what he just said, then come talk to me. Because he said, I've got no problem. He said, you know, he's welcome here. We're going to just let him be. And I thought, how wonderful is that? Really uplifting the parents, who I know are probably embarrassed that their child did that, but it was something that maybe the child couldn't help. And I thought, you know, let's do something about having a child with autism, how you kind of get through the holidays. Been there, done that. I ran with that. And, you know, we have to understand that, you know, if you have somebody over with autism, that it's the holidays, you know what? You may not understand why they're saying this has to happen or that has to happen, or I need you to do this or that. Guess what? You need to accommodate them however you can accommodate them to some degree. And if they can't handle a big gathering and they don't come, it's maybe because they just know their child can't handle it. And has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with they're going to do what they can do and what they can't, you know, or have the ability to do. Because I've been there where it's like, oh, you know, you get a card, an invitation to Chuck E. Cheese. And then you go to Chuck E. Cheese and it is the aftermath of what the parent has to go through afterwards. It's just horrible. We've been there with my daughter and it was not fun by any stretch. And you may have to move some of these around. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm telling you, you're gonna have sore. Lost a needle somewhere in here. There it is. You're gonna have sore little. Oops, we had an issue. It's okay. This is just a work in progress, and it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've done it. So I'm like going, okay, how did we do this again? How did we do this? It's why these are a little easier to work with than the ones that have the others, because you can get that in for some reason. Come on. Come out of there. I'm gonna make sure, because it's, once I see it, it's just, there we go. Like I said, if you need to throw an extra needle in, do it. Or a little pin. Do it, do it. So when I may need to go back to some of these and just add another little pin to the process here, which is fine. We got 750 pins. I don't think it's going to cover 750. I just don't want to drop one on the floor. Because I would be this girl right now would be the one to find it. Hands down, guarantee you. And I'm just not. So, you know, you may have to turn the wrappers one way, wrappers the other way to make it all come together. But it'll come. And then examine it if you feel like This one right here, I think it needs an extra pin to hold it down. Just put one in. If you feel that it does. Like I'm gonna put an extra one here because it just needs it. So, you know, you can go around and see if one is needing an extra pin. Like this is probably gonna need it. So I'm gonna pull up an extra little pin. Just to hold it in place. So you got little ones that are not misbehaving a little bit, just put an extra pin in. But look at it so far. Isn't it cute? And we're gonna fill those in a little bit, don't worry. We're coming up to the home stretch here. I didn't say the process wasn't easy or wasn't gonna be a pinprick here and there. You may get one. So just go around. I'm just gonna, because I kind of want to nestle them. You could do it either way. I'm thinking it'd probably be best if I did it this way. And I'm telling you, it was, Christina had to go to the doctor and all that mess. I was very thankful that her husband went with her, because it was a messy, messy day on Friday. Rain, snow. I didn't know whether it was snow or rain or what it wanted to do. So when we're done with this, I'll go around. If I feel like I need to secure another pin, I will. I mean, you could put like one here if you needed to, but we're gonna, I've got some pipe cleaners I want to make some garland out of. You know, so we're gonna cover up kind of the bald spots. You don't want to glue the wrappers down because then you won't be able to get them up. You know, so I thought it was a good topic. Mary, something that you helped hold, that you may help to hold the pins and then fill the gaps with color. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I've got stuff to fill it in. Like it, you know, this is just one of those fun little crafts. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just something to say to somebody, hey, last minute little thing, you know, that you could put together pretty easily. There's a little gnat flying around here. Pick up a thing of peppermints. Have them on hand for the holidays. I get them before the holidays because there wasn't many left of them in the aisle, so I couldn't even find the green ones. They were not there. So I tried to look for the green ones. You could use the little nugget things. The little sorry, there's a little gnat. This one wants to be difficult. Like I said, you have to have, you can also use, if you got one of those little things for the pins, those thumb things. I can't think of what they're called. So just, and then when you get it done, go around and just check. You may need to put an extra pin in here and there just to hold them. But we're gonna do it up. Believe me, we're not. It's not gonna be. It's definitely not going to be. But and one thing that I'm gonna start doing a little bit next year with stuff, and it was a great idea by Dora. Now, she said, you know, if I didn't know you, she wasn't going to bring you up. But she brought me up for her live, and she put the live together in the community tab. So this way, if somebody wanted to go live through the YouTube studio, they could go live, and it could be in there. And I thought that was a really great idea. So we'll try to do that a little bit. I was going to do it tonight, but I thought, no, we'll wait on that. But I thought that was a really great idea. And Alfonso's supposed to go live. I don't know if I'll have the energy because I have got to still cook the cookies and so forth. So that may not happen tonight. But you guys can go over there and support him for sure. And I'll be in the chat to make sure that he's behaving himself. So. But we're just going to do one. I've got a couple more to do, but I'll do those off. And I'm saving one. Saving one to do in a short. Don't worry, I'll speed it up. I won't have everybody sit through all this. But I thought I got to do these tonight. So. And I do have all the Christmas songs that I did for the devotionals. And what I'm going to do is just put those out in a big video. And maybe pick my kind of my top 5 favorites of the songs that we made. And we'll put that on a video. And I've got Christina singing O Emmanuel. And we're doing Christmas with them on Friday. So I probably won't be doing much because we'll be busy getting ready for them. Because we'll be having Christmas, but not opening gifts till Friday. So. Come on. There we go. There's several different ones. All right, so you can see, isn't that adorable? So go around and see if you need to add any more pins. If you feel like you just need an extra pin here and there, this is the time to kind of check and see if there's ones coming up that just need a little bit more footing. This is the time. And it's not like it's gonna do much traveling. In a sense, it's gonna be, let's see, this one needs it there. Of course, make sure that you've got it on the right end. It's okay, I'm tough. I would deal with pain all the day long. This is nothing major. So go around and just check. See if you need any more pins any other place to secure what you have. Because if there is ones coming up, this is the time to kind of do your thing. I think we're pretty good. This one right here. They're coming up a little bit as long as they're kind of, you know, in there, you should be good. Okay. So isn't this cute? Simple, easy. It didn't take us much, but some pins and some mints. This is the only bag of mints I could find. That was it. I got these adorable pom-poms. I thought they were really cute because I thought they would be cute to go on. Oops. I have to get into the bag because I just got to bring my scissors up. You could put a little pom-pom on top of the tree. So you could put green, you could put silver and white, you could put that. There's different sizes. There's tiny ones. I gotta get a new bag because I ripped off the stuff on it. You could put a red one if you want to go with the red theme. What do y'all think? Hi, the stats. You know, what do you think? Red? Green? Do you think I need this size on it? Is that too small? I think that's too small. So I have to have, well, I can change it to red if I need to. I only have 2 reds, 2 greens. That's fine. Somebody is going to get a red. Think a green? Which one?
Today, in science, I'd like to show you this.
Green?
Sorry.
Red's my vote. The bigger the better. That's the green one. Or that's the red one. We're going with red? Red looks good. Okay, so now you got the red. Then I have these tinsel or little pipe cleaners. So I figured out we've got the gold, we've got the green. Had these forever and a day. So then you could take these, right, and put these kind of going down. You can use more pins and pin them kind of to go in to fill in a little bit kind of into, I would do this first. So you can use a pin, hopefully, and do it so it's kind of, coming down, going around the tree in itself. So we can put one there. See if it'll go down. I don't know if it can. It won't go down this way, then I'll have another idea. You may have to glue it down. No, it's not going to work that way. It's not going to pin down. So what we'll do is we could do that, and I have this too from Christina's wedding, right? Got this, so I figured we could cut, which I don't know if I have any scissors. That's one thing. Got that. I've got this too, which is left over from Yarn Stash to kind of, and it's got a little sparkle. You could do that too. I don't know if I kind of like this or not. I would cut this way down. I don't like that. I just pulled everything that I thought of. I kind of like the pipe cleaner. Kind of going down like this. And if we glue that down, it will be fine to kind of go like this. So see, now you could see the tree. And then we could take like this. I gotta go get some scissors. I forgot scissors. Hold on, guys. Let me go get some scissors. Oh boy. Scissors. Okay. So, actually, let me save this for the other project. I have plain green. We're gonna use that. So you have this. So you could take leftover yarn and make a bow out of it, okay? Got way too much. Not that much. Just got a bunch of stuff. Hot mess night tonight at Blessed Crochet. Yeah, you could. Some. Welcome on in. You could. This is what I could find. Tonight I didn't even think of that. I've done these for years, on and off. So you could take some of this, right? Make your own little bows, or you could get bows, right? And just put them around the tree. Now you've kind of got this kind of hidden. Use pins, right? And this would also help you with some of those pesky ones. Look how cute that looks. I think I like that a lot. So now you could take some yarn and put it around the tree with some of those pesky little ones. Aren't that adorable? Just making little Oh, where's my other? I thought I had it someplace. Little things, just do this with any yarn you have. I've leftover yarn, and so I could use it and make your own, or you get little ribbons. I did that when I did the ones for my mom and my dad for their tables. And you're just gonna take it and, right? And you can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Right? I just knew I had ribbon at home. I thought, okay, we'll just do ribbon. And just put it on, just find a place that you need to, you know, do it. Doesn't that look adorable? So cute. So cute. And that'll fill in those spots. You could put the pipe cleaner around. I don't even know if I'll put the pipe cleaner around. We'll see what it looks like in a minute. You could put a star on the top. They had felt stars. I just thought the pom-poms were fun. You could do, because we've got little pom-poms too. So, hold on a second. So once you do all these in the spots you're really trying to cover up and kind of give an extra little push to the pins, to the stuff. These are so cute, right? Look how cute that's coming across, right? Hi, Alfonso. I have these little tiny pom-poms, right? So you could take the little tiny ones in this and see, just, you could hot glue them kind of right there. So we could do a little bit of these kind of in different places and use them, you know? And Alfonso, if I'm not up to, an edible Christmas tree. I know you're doing your live tonight. I have to do a couple more things since we have a meal at the church tomorrow. And it's kind of been a little rough day for me. So if I can't be in the chat, in the live, I will be in the chat. I promise. Just getting really, it's been just a little, it's been a day today, guys. We can have days, especially when you're dealing with chronic pain. It just happens. Hi, Fred. Welcome on in. So, Miss Jackson Lynn. Yes, we're using real peppermints. Absolutely. See my reindeer glasses? See my reindeer glasses? And guys, that was not, that picture in the thumbnail was an AI version of me. I said, make me do this. Did a good one of Christina and I too. Y'all haven't checked out, I uploaded the cookie recipe. So you're just gonna go around, we'll make a couple more bows. You can get pre-done bows. I just thought I can make my own. Use what I have, right? I have to do the soup, put the soup together. I gotta make cookies. So. Try to get to bed so I can wake up at a decent time tomorrow. And you could put a piece of felt on the bottom of this. you know, part on the bottom if you wanted to, just to make sure that it was going to stay. Need a couple more of the bows. And then we'll pick a couple places to put some of those round ones that I got from the pack that we're going to use for the top. But those could be like little tiny Christmas balls. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with these, really, honestly. You can get green, you could paint them, you could just do, you can use the nugget things. I think they're little nuggets. You know, those ones. But look how that tree is coming together, guys. Look at it. I should remove this one. I didn't realize how. Let's see. Where do we need one? Put this one. Poor Josh. Be praying, guys. He wants to get better. We'll celebrate Christmas. He's getting better. It's just the cough is not going very quietly. I'll tell you that. And these don't have to be perfect. People that are getting them will just appreciate your time and you putting them together, you know, so forth. They'll find them cute. Doesn't have to be perfect, little trees. I hope you have the power back there. I hope you have power back there. If not, we're going to be looking for solar generators. Yeah, we live in an apartment, so unfortunately, they don't want to let us do that. So right now we have power. But, nope, they wouldn't let us put the solar panels up where we are. I'm just very thankful I have a roof over the head. And then just look at your tree, see where you feel you need another bow or what have you. And then we're going to put, you said the red one, guys, right? So we're going to take red, hot glue the red one, one twop. And then, see, I forgot to do this before I may have to re-glue it again. Anyway. Oops. We got to re-glue because it's styrofoam and it's gonna do its thing. So let's put this on first. It's gonna be hot, so it's gonna melt it. So let's put the base of this in first. That way it'll get in there really good. All right. Oops, let me put that there for a second so I can work with this. Come on. Now you got it. Got it, guys. So put something on there just to make sure. Fluff this up a little bit. It'll look cute. So cute. And then you're just going to take, now you've got the pipe cleaner, right? So we're going to take that and just kind of put it a little bit. Oops. Come on. Stay with me, guys. Not you, but the pipe cleaner. There we go. There we go. Kind of go. You may need another one. So with the pipe cleaners, you can take two, right? Take them, I think I got these at Dollar Tree one year. Just take them and put them together. Hi Dora, it was lovely talking to you the other day. So glad. I thought I gotta pop on to her. She can put hashtag blessed in the chat. And then you see this, the dramatics between the beach and the snow. And all that snow on the ground has melted, believe it or not. Believe it or not. So this will hide any patches. Jeez. What's your sugar at, honey? And then just kind of carry it. We're gonna
153.
Oh, okay. Sometimes if his sugar is elevated, he will cough a lot. It's just
This was just choking.
sometimes. And you can, I think you could probably stick that. Get it where I want you to. So we're gonna finagle this. We're actually gonna take it and put it underneath Peppermint that was not wanting to cooperate. We've got one that is not cooperating with us. This is why it makes it easier to deal with these that are wrapped the way they are than deal with that. Now, this is kind of put behind. Now look at that. Look adorable, right? You've got the little things, and then we could take, you can adjust your little ribbons if you feel like it needs to be in some other place. And then we could take these like little tiny ones. They've got little tiny ones in this little thing I got, right? And so we could just take a couple in little bare spots and mix them up, do a couple reds, do a couple greens, right? So we can just take a little dab of glue. I put it on there first, not on the... So now just, oops, we gotta hoot it. Not that way. Whew. It's hot glue, guys. And see, now you got it right in the spot. Lay it down. It will be easier. That didn't get enough glue because I took half of it off they're tiny, so they're hard to kind of get in there. So you just can flip it different places. You need spots filled. And take them. You can use the blue color if you felt you needed it. There's yellow, there's white. I'm gonna stick a white with sparkle on it. Like here's a big spot. And you can just take it and just keep flipping it around. Use a little blue if we wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with, well, I may have to use blue eventually, so I guess I can use a blue one. It's Christmas, right? Christmas is supposed to be colorful. So there. So now, and see, let's do one up here. Yellow is not my favorite color, but we'll use one of the yellow ones. And purple, you know, I'm a purple girl. So let's just use one of each color. Why not? It has to be one of somebody's favorite color. Let's see, where can I put another? I gotta figure out how to put a purple somewhere on here. I'll put one right up on top of the tree. So that kind of has a hole in it. Space. So now, look at how cute. Okay, I think we used, I don't know how many we used, but just put these here because it just, okay, we used Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many we used. We didn't use that many. I don't feel like counting right now. But anyway, we didn't use that many. $1.75 at the Dollar Tree, right? Hi, Joy. And a little bit of leftover yarn. Or you could get little ribbons. You can make little ribbons yourself. A little bit of this, whatever this, the pipe cleaners, right? A little bit of those little dots that I had with the pom-poms. You could decorate them up even more than this if you wanted to. I think I'm gonna put this actually, I'm gonna put this down here just. And you can go back and if you feel like, you know, there's a ribbon that needs to be there and not there, then go ahead and do it. Adjust it, it's your tree, you do it however you want. So more even. And it doesn't, and the thing is, guys, it doesn't need to be perfect. When you put the little stuff on, you may have to go back and actually, like I'm realizing I probably have to go back and like figure another spot for that just because of where it's lying. So I'm going to kind of take the tree around and figure out where. I mean, I think you could use a little hot glue if you wanted to, just on the wrappers, just a little bit. I don't think it would hurt, actually. I'm trying to see where I think I'd rather have that pin, because that just didn't look right. There, after I got it done. And it does, like I said, it does not need to be perfect. You just do your tree. I think we'll do it this way. Put it this here. And then we're going to move this other ribbon over to the other side. But I mean, now you could probably put a little hot glue, and I don't think it would affect the peppermints at all. I'm going to put this kind of a little bit, just a little bit, just because oops, well, I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, you're going to have to fool around with it a little bit for sure, and see where you may need to stick some more or something like that. I'll have to figure out how to stick this on, because it's not wanting to stick. Again, I'm going to figure that out. Figure it out. But they're cute. They do come out absolutely adorable. For sure. It's just finding the placement. And you could even go even more crazy than that. You're going to be a problem on me, aren't you? Figuring things out, for sure. All right. And see, now this is stuck in place. I can't necessarily. So what we're going to do, Yeah, cool hot glue would hook the candles. Yeah. I may have to do a little bit of hot glue if it's not participating with me or not cooperating. It's been a while, guys, since I've done this, but pretty much fool around with it. You'll get it. It's gonna come out cute. No matter how you do it. Really, honestly, they are stinking cute when they're done. But it becomes a really quick gift that you can do. Where did my other ribbon go? There it is. I just have to find a better place than where I stuck it, because where I stuck it, I didn't like it. And you can find it, and it'll work. There we go. That looks better. But now you can see. And you could even put like a little felt, and I don't know if I have any. I think I gave it all to Christina. Or what I may end up doing with this is taking a little bit of cardstock and doing a circle, and then going ahead and just gluing that circle on just to hold that. You could also do that too as well, just to make sure that this is all gonna stick properly. But even so, it's not like it's going and, you know, gonna get high activity wherever it is. It is cute. Somebody could put it on their table, and doesn't it look adorable? Absolutely adorable. Clean it around the candle and pin. Yeah, I could do that too. Like I said, there's different suggestions coming through, but I think it came out good. You could even do a little cardboard underneath it and so forth. I've never used pipe cleaners on them. I'm like, it shouldn't really be that difficult. But it's going to stay, believe me. When I get done, it is going to stay. So it'll happen. One way or another, it would happen. So anyway, I will fool around with this just a little bit more. I have to do a couple more of them before the night's over with. It's just not wanting to cooperate. I've never used a pipe cleaner on here before, so it's going to stick, but adorable, right? Simple, easy project to do. That's the first one. The second one will not be as complicated. All it is you take Hershey Kisses, right? Make a bit bigger and it would look like a tree skirt. Absolutely, that's a good idea too. That is a great idea. Take some cellophane from the Dollar Tree. Okay? This is I saw this idea. I have to do some of this. So cute. Okay? My glasses are staying on. My reindeer glasses. Okay? So, with that being said, okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. So you're gonna take your kisses. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm a hot mess tonight. Your cellophane, whatever I dropped, not important. Okay, and you're gonna take a few of the kisses, right? And you're gonna lay them down. So they're like this. So you're gonna kind of alternate them. Let's see, green. Take 6 of them, I think they said to do. So alternate them, okay? Kind of like this, okay? And then you're gonna get enough of cellophane. So we're gonna cut the cellophane. So you can make a lot of them doing this, right? And this cellophane, they have them at the Dollar Tree. Okay? And then we're going to cut it enough. Well, let me hold off on cutting it. Okay. So you're going to take them and you want to wrap them. Okay? I have to remember how they did this. So you're going to wrap it. Okay, so it's going kind of over. You want to leave a little space in between all of these. So you're going to flip it. Okay. So make sure you're leaving space in between. And I'm just going by literally memory at this point. Okay. So kind of want to take them. How do they do that? I should have watched the video, right? Before I tried to do this. We're gonna figure it out, guys. We're going to. Anyway, you're gonna leave space in the middle of this. Okay. And then you're gonna take it and flip it again. Keep flipping it, okay? Till you can kind of, and you can kind of manipulate them once they're in there, okay? So now you've got them, okay, kind of done that way. And we're just going to take it and maybe flip them a couple more times. Once you get them in there, they're really not that difficult to do that with. Okay, so now we got them all lined up, kind of as evenly spaced as we can. Okay, now you're going to take some kind of a gale, some kind of yarn, whatever. You can even use these if you wanted to, if we wanted to add a little sparkle. If I run out of this, right? So cut this, and you're going to start on the first one, okay, that's down here at the very beginning, and you're just going to get a knot in it. Tie a knot, okay? Start with that one first. Actually, you have to push this up a little bit more, because you want to leave enough room. So let's push this up. Once they're not really that hard to maneuver once they're kind of in there sitting up. Move up a little, move up, move it on up, move it on up. Okay. Now, go here. Okay, and you want to go and just twist, just knot, okay? Then we're probably going to take, and I do it like 3 times actually. I would do it 3, okay? Now I'm going to take this one, because it's, use this, and you're going to take the next one. Tie a knot. Keep doing that all the way up this whole row of candies. 3. Okay, I don't have much of this yarn left, so I'm using it sparingly. Do the next one. Oops. Come on, come on. Where are you at? Okay, so you're gonna do another one. I'm gonna knot this. Not this. Again, not a knot. You can do with the pipe cleaners if you want to. So you're going to do this all the way up the chain. Okay? We are making like a wreath. We just got done making. I'll show it to you in a second. Just had to fool around with it a little bit. Was this peppermint tree. They're goofy, but they're fun. They're fun to make. Okay, so then we're going to take this, right? Go ahead and knot it 3 times. You guys are going to see it's so cute. So simple. All it takes is a little bit. This is a last minute gift idea if you got to go someplace. Take it. Go ahead and knit. Oh boy, I've got crochet in my mind. All right. And you'll just need one more tie here, the very end of this one. Okay. Tie. Tie. Tie, okay. Now we're going to go through and just snip these kind of down the row, because now they're all tied up. I'm just kind of doing this from memory because I saw it on a reel on the Facebooks, and I thought it was really cute. But I'll probably make a short out of it eventually this week. Okay? Okay, now take this, and take this, right? So now we're going to take this off. So now, right, you have a really cute little wreath, a kisses wreath. Doesn't that look cute? So then we could take this and take that off just a little bit. Take the plain green, because I'm going to do something with the pipe cleaner. Take the plain green yarn. Okay, you just want to get these two together. Okay, these two kind of just wrap them up so they actually come together. So much easier than the tree right now. Okay, so just get this together. Okay, just tie it down. Okay, now we've got these pipe cleaners, right? So then you could just make a little bow with the pipe cleaner. Or I have some where is it? Got this ribbon left over from our snowman when we announced the grandbaby. You could take that and just put it like there too as well. Or you can take one of these ribbons, which I have a ton of them actually. I may even do that. Look at that. I've got a ton of these. I'm going to get a gold one. Okay? Put that on there. Now you've got a little ribbon, right? Very easy. A little wreath to give to somebody with kisses. Isn't that adorable? I love that. Got little wreaths. Or take, again, you know, the pipe cleaner. Make a little ribbon out. I've got leftover ribbons for the gold ribbons. I'm just going to stick it on there. Right? You could do that too. Make this just a little bigger. Okay. Look at that. Hi, Elevate. How are you doing? Isn't that adorable? That took us how much? Very simple, very easy. Just a thing of Hershey Kisses. And now you've got a wreath to give to somebody, put on a package. You could put a little ornament there if you wanted to. I think this actually came out so cute, right? I was kind of worried about it at first. But then we did this. So I'm going to include this in somebody's gift. And then this adorable peppermint tree that I'm going to have to finagle when I get off here. But isn't that adorable? Got that. Another thing I wanted to show you all is we are going to do this for Little Bean. And those who don't know Little Bean, that's my grandbaby on the way. We have a snowman. And because it's Little Bean, we're going to do and fill this snowman next week with beans. Okay? And then this way, this will be Little Bean's first little snowman from its yaya. So we're going to make beans. I got white beans and little red beans and black beans for the hat. We're going to make this a little bean. I didn't get any red beans. I got orange, but I didn't get any red. So I'll have to get little red. What I looked at, little red for the scarf, little red beans. But we're going to use this. So I'll have to get red beans. But anyway, we're going to do that. Another little thing I wanted to show you, and something that I'm giving out to actually all of the ladies within the Bible study tomorrow. And I tried to look for sand, and unfortunately, sand is not a commodity that's here in Ohio this time of year. So many things around me. When I was growing up in Florida, we inevitably had sand, and so my grandparents would get sand, and they would bring it, and I was in charge of filling these bags, okay? And it's just lunch bags, okay? And they had a beautiful little, they had a cul-de-sac, and they lined these bags up, guys, all down the cul-de-sac down their driveway, all around the circle of the cul-de-sac, all around the circle, and everybody had one all the way down the street. Now they would use real candles, and we had to go light them all. But of course you couldn't do that in your home. But this year, as I'm kind of thinking of my dad and my aunts, I wanted to find a way of replicating that. So you just get a brown bag, right? And you just kind of fold it down. Now, if you can't find sand, then you can use some rice, okay? And you're just gonna fold it down, okay? Keep folding it down, and this is what they would do. To fold it down, they would put sand in this bag, okay? Yes, I'm going to. I've got Mod Podge. I think I could probably glue it on with Mod Podge, but I'm gonna cover it in Mod Podge. I got that. But we're calling my grandbaby that's on the way. Hi, Dan. We're calling it Little Bean. They don't want the name, or they don't know the gender yet, but when they find out, they still would like to just have it be called Little Bean. So if you are missing somebody this year, this is a great idea. Get this bag. Hi, Big Jack. Thank you all for coming on in. Boy, I'm loving the chat tonight. Put on a picture of me. Cute picture that the AI created. Look what happened. I love y'all. I love each and every one of you. So fill this. Take some rice if you can't find sand. Dump it in the bag. I'm going to pretend like you've dumped it in the bag, okay? Okay, and because we don't want to light the house on fire, guys, okay? Take a candle, one of those flameless candles. I have a bunch left over from my daughter's wedding, bunch. So you take a flameless candle, you put some sand in, and you can put a little candle in the bag, right? Happy holidays, Jack. Put a candle in the bag, one that supposedly works. There we go. Put it in the bag, right? And hold on a second. I know it's dark, but there's a reason. Okay? And now you've got this little bag, and I don't know if you all can imagine, right? These that were literally down the street. You don't even have to put any rice in it if you don't want, unless you don't want it to blow away, right? But I don't know if you can imagine all these bags. There had to be at least probably 200 bags literally going down the street, right? Down the street, down my grandmother's driveway. There was probably at least 20 on either side, all around her circle, all around everybody else's driveways, all down the entrance to the driveway, and they were called the clusters. And everybody would do these bags. They would all have them in. So as you're driving in to see these candles or see the Christmas lights, there was one person that did amazing Christmas lights. You would see all these bags down the cul-de-sac. And so this is a really inexpensive way. Maybe you have someone that you're missing this year, like I'm missing my aunt, so forth. do something as simple as a lunch pail, a lunch bag, right, which I'm sure we all have, and a little candle, okay? And just put it in. Put a little rice. Just if you did a little rice, this would just be amplified a little bit more, a little higher, you know, in the thing. I don't have any, the rice bag's too big, so I don't have anything. Well, you know what? These will work for right now. You know, I just want to show everybody. These will work. I'll dump them back in because I don't need them. Right? You see how that just kind of nestles in there? It just amplifies it more when it's up more. So then put a container in there, put some rice, and now you've got it a little amplified. And this way, it's a great way, but I don't know if you all could imagine. You could do several of these in your house. If you've got like a mantle, you could put a couple of these on the mantle. You could put them, you know, maybe down the hallway. If you've got a wide enough hallway, down the hallway for your kids to just see going down the hallway. But literally, before Christmas Eve, I'd be filling probably about 100 of these bags. They'd be all in my grandmother's garage. And it was just awesome to see all of these bags lined up. And I'm taking them to church tomorrow. The bags and the candles. Tell people they can put sand in it, or even peppermints, right? And I tell them, you know, this year, please remember to keep the light on for somebody. Remember that nobody needs to suffer in silence this year. That we're all together. For those that believe in Jesus, Jesus is the light. This is the reason for the season. Believe what you want to believe. But I'm taking them a bag and a candle so that they can place them in the home as we are kind of telling the story. We're supposed to tell kind of like something meaningful. And I thought about it and I thought this was really meaningful. This was something that I did to fill the bags with sand and so forth, and then line these bags up. And they use real candles, but I wouldn't use real candles in your house. But maybe you are living someplace that you don't have snow. Like if we put these outside right now, they would just, you know, they wouldn't last very long because of the fact that it's snowy and it's wet and it's yucky. So think about having, you know, maybe you live someplace like Florida and you can have them. This would be a great alternative. Are a great thing to do. Line your driveway with these, and you could use candles as long as you use them safely. We use the little tea light ones if you didn't have these battery operated ones. But, and of course my grandmother always had a pail of water, you know, all there and everything and so forth. But this is a very special memory for me and something that I wanted to share with you all. Think about. Just kind of turning on the light. It's a really inexpensive way to do, you know, the lights. Yeah, the lights went off because I was showing everybody how you can take an electric candle and a lunch bag and make a lantern out of it. And this way you can have it on, you could line, you know, make decorations out of it. Have your kids, how fun to have them go ahead and decorate a bag and then each one put the thing on and then they could turn the light on, right? How a fun activity too as well. So, you know, it's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful little thing to do. And so forth. We used to put sand, you could put rice, you could put beans, whatever you have in there. But this is a very special memory for this girl, and I wanted to share it with the ladies in our group tomorrow. I wanted to give them each a candle and a bag and say, here you go. So it's just a little something I thought I would share with you all, because I thought if you're missing somebody or something, it becomes a really easy project, you know. Or you could even give somebody a candle, give them rice if you couldn't find sand, give them a bag, and then give them the instructions and let them know, hey, do this and turn it on, and know that you're not alone and that we're here to support you. So I'll turn the lights back on now, guys, so you can see. So anyway, that's the gist. We made this, which is so cute. I just am probably gonna go get the gift bows I have in the bedroom, but isn't that cute? Do this. We've got our tree. So stinking cute. Like a little peppermint tree. And so forth. So you certainly have options to make inexpensive little gifts for people. I have to make 2 more trees before I can relax. Don't waste the rice and beans. Make meat. You could, after you got done, you could. You absolutely. I tried to find play sand. I could not. Does anybody like the Little Debbie snack? Who likes coffee and who likes Little Debbie snacks? The little Christmas tree snacks. Does anybody like those? Like coffee and that? Interesting to try. Yeah, so do I. They were cute. They were a $50 treat. Hold on a second, I gotta get it without knocking down a whole thing of stuff. I'm trying to find it, guys. It's back here. I almost didn't see it because it's not where the coffee creamer is. But I'll show you what I found. For those who like the Little Debbie snacks and coffee creamer. Coffee. This is at Walmart. This was at my Walmart. Those that like coffee creamer. Not sponsored by Little Debbie, but I'd be glad to be sponsored by Little Debbie. But anyway, family before diabetes. Anyway, this is at the Walmarts, and it wasn't in with the creamers. It was in with like the, what are those things called? Like the I don't know how to explain it, like the aisle where they have stuff like the hams and stuff in the dairy aisle. It wasn't in with regular coffee creamers. I thought, I have to try this. I don't know what it's going to taste like. But I thought, yeah, this is an absolute. So for those that like coffee, you might want to think about looking at the coffee creamer. It's not what it normally is. Yeah, I guess the seasonal aisle for sure. So I hope that gave you a couple gift ideas. And again, I want to thank you for your patience, guys. I know I'm doing the best I can this holiday season. That is what I really realized I've done. We also, on our merch store, have... Hi, bro. How you doing? We have our holiday connection soup recipe. You can also name your own soup recipe. We have the recipe on the channel. We have pre-printed cards for y'all, so I'll be making up these gift baskets tonight so I can give them to people in our church. But if y'all are at the Walmarts, they have coffee creamer for the little Christmas Debbie Christmas trees. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but it was like I had to try it. It's one of those impulse things I have to try. Have to. We are going to do a celebration for 1K or 2K. Boy. We are going to do a celebration. We continue wanting to see those numbers grow and continue to grow up. And so forth, and we will certainly do it. Oh, you're welcome. I like to support. Where I can, I like to support. But again, I really, really appreciate everybody's patience. I know this year's just going to be tough. I don't know how other way to... I'm just kind of getting through it, but it's just kind of been a tough year, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Yep, we did this too. I got to finagle this when I get it done. So I've got 2 more trees I at least have to get done tonight before tomorrow. And so I'm going to get off here. I may need to have my coffee creamer with a little bit of coffee. I may need it. Aren't these glasses so cute? I got them for another girl at the church too because she gave glasses to everybody. So I bought her a pair of glasses. And I love that they can fit over your existing glasses for sure. But I might have to get a cup of coffee out because I got some cooking to do before I can go to bed. Put on that Christmas music, right? So guys, I want to thank you all. First of all, I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for your understanding. I want to thank you all for helping us get to 2K. I want to thank you all too for being respectful of really what we can share about the grandbaby on the way, Lil Bean, and understanding that what we can't share, it's because we really want to honor my daughter and my son-in-law. And so thank you for all your well wishes when it came to that. Christina is doing wonderfully. Baby is growing wonderfully, healthy, active. She'll be in her soon-to-be second trimester coming up. So thank you for your prayers too as well. She's in very good hands with very good doctors. And so I'm so blessed. She's got... Oh, Jason, thank you so much, hon. I really appreciate that. We are going to do a special celebration, but thank you for that so much. We worked really hard. I don't know if you saw that I crocheted in the snow, but I did. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. It means a lot. And just your support absolutely means a ton. And I'm so appreciative of everything. You know, if anyone is going through a difficult time this year, if it's their first time where they've kind of gone through the loss of somebody that kind of hits closer to home, know that you're not alone. Please make sure that you're talking with people, you're communicating with people. You've got the support here at Blessed to Crochet. You've got us. And we are very, very thankful. Gray glasses, but I need to take them off for a while. So... I was there in the background. I've been so busy working life, but I'm never far. I know you're not. And, you know, I'm getting back in the swing of things, but I figured out if all the devotions don't come out till the end of the year, that's what's going to happen right now. And if some of them come in afterwards, it's fine. And I'm going to do the best I can. I cried today about my dad. And just going to get through it. But I'm going to get through it with connection. It is so, so important. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here because I got things to do. I'm going to turn on some Christmas music. Alfonso will be on at 9:30, so please go over and support him. I will be supporting him in the chat. I cannot go over there and support him. I have too many things to do. I can't be in the chat tonight, but I know that I will be there to listen to him and support him for sure. So thank you, everybody. What a wonderful chat tonight. You all showed up, and I loved it. Every solitary one of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And remember that we have the memberships too as well for those that want to. And we also have the coffee if you want to support Mama too that way. And we do have... if anybody does ask, we do have on, I'll put it on the link tree, just a registry we've started for these two that are starting from scratch. Hi, Craft. Because if anybody would like to, they can. And remember, I know diapers aren't exciting, but they're going to need a lot of them. So certainly contributing to the diaper fund, if you so wish, can help them out tremendously. So we just want to give them a little help. And I know my community will come together tremendously. And, you know, it was one of the reasons why Christina wanted me to tell you all, because she was so thankful for what you did with for my aunt. So thank you so much. So with that being said, I'm going to head off. I know I've said Minnesota goodbyes here, but anyway. I love you all. Remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about autism and how to celebrate that with Christmas, whether you have a child with autism or you have someone that's coming to your house with autism. You will know how to assist and help them, and you as a parent will know how to kind of get through this wonderful year. But for those little ones, sometimes it can be overstimulating, and so we want to help them. I will put that up either today or tomorrow, and we'll try for the drive for church. I never know with that one anymore, but we'll try. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you all for your support. Mama says thank you too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody. Love you all. Merry Christmas.